everyone. Welcome to Steve Jackson Games Live. Today we're going to be taking a look at OGRE Battlefields. This is a huge box that was kickstarted here, and if you can see there's like a bunch of maps, I think, in the bottom part of this. So we're going to go through this box, check it out, see everything involved in here. You can play this with the OGRE Designers Edition or OGRE 6th Edition. So if you have those games at home, this is an expansion to that. So I just want to make sure you guys know it's clear. It is an expansion, a very, very heavy expansion. This is like way heftier than the OGRE 6th Edition box. It's crazy. We also have comments up, so if you guys want to see anything specific in the box, let me know, and I will make sure to show that off for you guys. So this is the box I received. I'm so excited to open this because I believe there's a few different maps in here. And I'm always excited to see the different maps that they have come up because I feel like if you're playing a miniature style game, you always need new terrain to kind of mix things up. I mean, it's always nice to play Ogre as like 1v1, head on and everything, but having the different terrain always adds different difficulty to the game, And that's always exciting. So let's take a look. Oh, okay, so it looks like little cardboard pieces here on the back. Okay. I know that they had different ogre skins and everything that they were going to do with this, and ooh, I like these purple, the like little howitzers and the little mobile units and everything. Look at here, I'll show you guys this. Let me punch one of these out. All the colors are nice. I'm super excited about these colors. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna have to open this up. Right? I know, exactly. The nails are they're all pointy, so I can definitely open them a lot faster. This is going to get really big really fast, guys, so I know I don't have enough table for all of this game, but the colors on these are even better than what I'm actually showing you right now because this is under green screen, so the colors are a little bit more vibrant than this here because the green screen does take out some of that vibrancy with these, but you are getting different colored tokens here that you can play with, which means that you can play with different teams if you're going to play that way. So we have a couple of token things here. Let me move these over here. We have like a pink set, a sort of jungly colored tiger set here, and then we have this purple set, which is my favorite. I love this purple set. It's fantastic looking. Let me flip those over for you guys. And then we have over here, this is like a white set, and then it looks like they went ahead and put it on this magenta-y sort of board here, so then the white stands out much better. And of course, oh, I'm so excited. So here's going to be all your different ogre units and stuff, and they have them in different colors. Look at those colors there. This is super pink, guys. But I'm super into this, like, what is it? I mean, it looks like tiger stripes, right? I'm super into the tiger striped ogre tank. Like, that's my jam right there. All right, so you're going to be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boards here for punching out, but I want to get to these maps really bad. Like, I really want to see these maps. And I'm sure once you punch all these out, they're going to be able to fit into all these. You guys, you should tell me how exactly you keep all of your little pieces for things, because I know I've gone to the hardware store. And what I end up doing is getting the little things that you end up putting like nuts and bolts into, and I end up putting all of my tokens into there. So they're really super easy to get to. That's how I do it, but I'm wondering how you guys do it, if you guys do the same thing. But that's just from playing different miniature games that I've had. Jesse says, great colors. I know, right? Like, the colors are super fantastic in these. Okay, oh, and here you get the revised edition rules of OGRE 6th Edition. So any of the rules changes that they have done, you get a nice, really nice little book for these. And I believe as we start digging through here, we're going to get some dry erase boards for our OGRE units, which is really nice. So I always enjoy having rules out in front of me rather than just keeping them online where I'm going online to look up stuff or printing them out. So I appreciate that they included this revised edition book in here. Like, I'm super excited about that. And, oh, Jesse keeps his in bead jars probably similar to your nuts and bolts holders. You know what? The bead jars are kind of nice because with those plastic nuts and bolts holders, you have to have like the whole tray in there and take the whole tray out. So maybe with the bead jars, you'd be able to like, you know, pick and choose kind of what you take a little bit better, because mine is like I take the whole thing or I take nothing. So yeah, I have my ogre chits in a double layered Plano box. Oh, okay. That would be nice too. So these are the rules here. I appreciate those. Oh, and then scenarios. I forgot to talk about these scenarios that are also going to be included in here. Move this out of the way. And I was interested to see what sort of scenarios they had here. It looks like they have a ceasefire collapse, a breakthrough scenario here. And they give you the different maps to use on all of them. Special situations, raid scenario. The thing from the crypt. Oh, that's cool. So the thing from the crypt here says, a previously hidden Fencer B emerges from its concealed location to attack the combined reserves. And then it gives you the map and basic setup scenario and everything that you would be playing with. So that's cool. I always appreciate scenarios in my games. And here's another little sheet here with the turn sequence and just like a basic rules reference sort of thing. Like, for me, I would probably actually laminate this. It's just a sheet of paper, but it does have all of your different terrain types on the back, and then it has here all the effects as far as ground movement and light tracked movement, infantry, heavy tracked units, and then your ogres and wheeled units. And so it tells you all of the different ways that they're going to impede each different unit on the back of this here. So this is like a really, really nice sheet here to have. Rick says, I think the ceasefire collapse and the breakthrough are classic scenarios. Oh, that's awesome. So classic scenarios probably updated a little bit as far as that goes, you know? But that's going to be really good. I really like the fact that they're updating. They're not only adding stuff, but they're also updating previous stuff. So people who have played Ogre for a really long time, they get the older scenarios that they know and love, and then you also get some cool new stuff added as well. So it looks like here, ooh. Okay, so there's our maps in there. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at these tokens though. Oh, I like this black one. This black on black is really sweet looking, guys. This one right here. It almost looks like as if they were like have LED, like the LED lighting on them and stuff like that. That's what we really need, is we need an ogre that has all the LED lights in it, right? And then you can play like Ogre After Dark or something, right? These ones here, though, those are super sweet. This is the ninja. I'm going to try to punch out one of these here so you can see it under the camera. And these ogre units here, I don't know if anybody has like assembled those, but these are super simple and fast to assemble. They did a really good job with how those fit together and everything. And then we have some terrain tiles that you can add to your maps here on those. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get so many tiles up here. Your whole thing is just going to be full of tiles. And some little roads and stuff like that. And then the bridges over the water. You have more of your marine units and everything here. Oh my gosh, the amount of cardboard that went into these guys. Oh my goodness. And let's see here. So that's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 different cardboard punch boards. Like, I'm going to have to take one huge picture of this because it is massive. It's getting massive very quickly. These are what I wanted to see. So I know that you guys can go ahead and purchase the Ogre Neoprene playmats, and I believe they do have some on Warehouse 23. I'm going to have to check just to make sure. I am always partial to the neoprene playmats, but neoprene playmats are a little bit harder to take with you everywhere. So these are always nice having them in the box. You can just take the box and the boards everywhere. Ooh, I like all the terrain on this. You got a lot of different possibilities, and this is, I wish I had like a measurement tool here so I could show you exactly how big it is, because it fills up the entire camera space, which is most board games fit on. The entirety of most board games end up fitting upon, you know? And they are double-sided. So you have all sorts of possibilities on playing here. And if you guys are going to Fnord Con, I'm hoping that they're going to do one of those huge ogre games again. I can't remember how many people they had on there. I want to say it was like 8 to 10 different people that they had for that ogre game, and that thing was so awesome just watching everybody play. It was like everybody was like going head to head, so you had different players around the table and everybody was kind of meeting in the middle, and it was really cool to watch that and see that advance as you were going through. And this is why this box is so heavy, is because this is full of ogre terrain maps, guys. Jesse says, I have my terrain effect sheet in a sheet protector. That also works. If you don't want to get it laminated, sheet protectors are super nice and easy. I mean, if there's any changes or anything like that, or you get a new and updated sheet, you can always change them out really fast. Those are always nice to work with. And plus, you can write on them. You can write on them with a little dry erase marker too with those sheet protectors, and it's no harm, no foul. Like, you can make notes, or if somebody's having issues with something, you can circle things for them. Or if you're using specific tiles on a board that they need to remember. Ooh, I like this right here. I like the little ogre logo down here that is not quite, I mean, it blends right in really nicely. It actually blends in more so in person than on this board. It actually highlights it on the camera quite a bit more than it actually is on there. So those are nice. I always like terrain that, I mean, in OGRE 6th edition, you have that map that's like this rocky rubble and everything, and it has little hills that you have to go over and everything, but I like having all the roads on there. It just looks so much more like you're just running into stuff in the middle of the wilderness, you know? I'm a big fan of that. Is that S and S2 as far as the boards go? Let me see. Let me see. So this one's S1 on this one. There's G1 right here. Let's see if this one has anything written on it, because I think that they are combined on those. This one here is G3. So this one's G3, that one's G1. That one's S1 north, and this is S1 south on this. And the two boards here, so these are going to go together, these are going to go together. I'm sure that the G on the other board is on the other side of this. So overall, you're getting 4 different maps on this as you go through. And, ooh, lots of baggies. And you get this super awesomely free little packet of silica beads, guys. I mean, you cannot beat that, right? Everybody needs one of those. You put those in your house plants, okay? This I'm a huge fan about. I wish they had included this in the OGRE 6th edition box, but they did not. And I'm excited to see them include it in many of their other products that they've released. And these are going to be the dry erase cards that you can use. And you have your Ogre Ninja, your Fencer Bee, your Mark 1, your Mark 4, Pikeman, your Vulcan, all your different sort of Ogre units here. And then you can just take a little dry erase marker and mark exactly what you want on that. It makes it so nice and easy. Let me see if there's anything on the back. No, you got the two like that. Yeah, that's the one thing I felt like OGRE 6th edition personally was missing for me, because I ended up printing out a bunch of sheets and everything and playing with people. But I really, really enjoy the fact that they put these cards in a bunch of the different OGRE stuff. But I have not seen some of these cards in some of the other pieces, like the Vulcan and the Pikeman. I have not seen those ones before. Those ones are cool. Look at this Vulcan, guys. This is sweet. I'm going to have to go through and assemble these and take pictures so you guys can see them all. Like, they look amazing. There's the little Pikeman. He's so cute. And at Fnord Con last year, I know that they went ahead and had a ogre painting contest, which was also super fun to see. And like, this is inspiration right here, guys. I'm like, I want to paint some of these. There's your little pikeman, guys. We have the Mark IV and the Mark V on this. Mark V always looks spectacular. Look at them. We have the Mark IIIB and then the regular Mark III on this here. And then we have Mark 1. And we got a couple different ones of those guys. And then the Fencer B and the Ogre Ninja here. And I know that Jesse went ahead and, didn't you go ahead and also put some of the sheets and sheet protectors and stuff? And I want to know, Jesse, have you actually gotten any of these cards yet and used them? Because I have used these, and these are like super fantastic. Everybody's always super excited to see them. And the Vulcan is your favorite. It is super awesome looking. Let's see here. Those little arms on it, I feel like you could just pick up people with them, right? I don't know. I've never played with the Vulcan before, so I'm not for sure what the rules are on that, but that would be awesome, right? All right, so if you guys want to see any particular piece underneath the camera, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go back through some of the smaller pieces in here so you can see them a little bit better. Because this is so much stuff, guys. I'm going to like lose pieces if I don't put them all together here. But I want to go through some of these different units here. So here's your Vulcan right here. And look at these arms on here. I'm going to take off one of his arms so you can see. Oh, that's going to look so good once we get him put on there, right? Oh my gosh, guys, look at that. Oh, that's going to look so neat. That is one large box of game goodness. No joke. Okay, Eric, this box is super, super heavy. When I got it, I was really surprised at how heavy I was because it's in your standard looking Ogre 6th edition box, you know, and that one, it's not a super heavy box. You know, you pick it up and I'm like, oh, okay, that's a standard sort of feel to a board game box. But no, this one is super heavy whenever you pick it up. There's a whole lot of content in it here, you know. So there's going to be your Vulcan. Here's your little ninja guy. There's your Fencer B over here. It looks like, and I'm definitely going to take pictures of all these. I'm going to put them all together and take pictures of all of them because these are just going to be super cool looking. And then these ones here, Genie. The pink one is called Genie on here. And then what is this one here? Osau? I'm not sure what that one references, but that one is like the little, that's the tiger striped one that I really like here on that one. What else do we have? Seeing if there's any special names. This purple one is just like, I really like the logos that they have on them. I know it sounds silly, but there's like this little logo on it right there, and it looks, well, I can't say exactly. It looks awesome. That's the best word I can use. I had a much more excited word that I wanted to use with that, but I cannot use it on camera. But I'm super excited about those ones as well. And if you guys want to see any pieces in particular, let me know, okay? I think that you get the full effect of those, though, whenever you do have them all up and together. Let's get to, and they give you quite a few baggies, too. So you can separate all the different infantry and everything that you want. So terrain-wise here, I want to see the front and the backs of those. So you have railroad tracks on the overlays on the backs of these. And then you have where the bridges actually end up breaking apart here on this. And you have little pieces right here that actually, if something does break apart, like one of these little roads that you have going along here, you could have an overlay piece here that you can place that shows that it's broken on that one as well. That's nice. Makes it actually very thematic, right? Oh, it's like they're upgrading all of that older, well, that older miniature style stuff, you know, the older more game stuff into this really cool platform here. So I couldn't see what the logo was, but the purple were typically the what Vatkan forces. Oh, okay. See, Jesse, I know, has been playing Ogre far longer than I have. I think I was first introduced to Ogre probably, I want to say maybe 10 years ago. So, in all of Ogre, you know, how long it's been out, that is like a very minor, like tiny little bit of the length of time Ogre has been available for everybody. So, I don't know as much as some of the hardcore, super hardcore fans do. But I'm always interested in hearing more because, like, war games are fantastic like that. You have all sorts of different factions, and you know, different factions can sometimes have different things that they do and stuff. In most war games, you know. So I'm always interested in hearing more stuff. Oh, okay. What is this? Oh, we got a train. We got a train. I like this train unit here. And then you have your hoverboards and stuff. This is like the super neo upgraded looking stuff here, you know? Because we did have our little train tracks on the other side of that. Flip it over for it being destroyed. I like the destroyed back pieces. Those are cool too. There's nothing better, you know, there's nothing better than seeing the board and the horrible tragedy of units that have been dropped across the board and have been destroyed as the ogre comes through, right? It happens so quickly if you don't place them in the right area. They can just get like torn through, you know? We have, let's see here, the engineers. These engineer guys look awesome. Aw, I wish I could show you those guys a little bit better. That one's going to be hard to see. The detail is really great on these guys, but I can't get close enough for you guys to see the detail on these tiny little pieces. But as far as the armor goes, you can see everything on this thing, like the little gun they're holding, the masks, like they did a really fantastic job here with the detail that they put on these little tokens here. Trains and hoverboards. Is this Back to the Future? Well, I mean, you have like the older units and then like newer units, right? Like these look like newer looking units. You have the little GEVs, but like they have these super awesome thrusters on the backs of them. Look at like double on both sides. They just look fantastic, right? And there's the disabled looking one. Yeah, the art on these are really great, guys. We have a hoverboard or a hover truck. Hover truck, and the super heavy tanks look really great too. And then they have like a light GEV unit on here as well. There's the little hover truck. And you can actually see like all of the different little cans and boxes and everything that's actually in this hover truck. Like you can see everything super detailed in those. They look fantastic, okay? We have, I wanted to show you the light GEVs. Where'd it go? Okay, here's the light one. I like the look of these guys here. And then we'll look, I want to show you guys the super heavy tanks here as well. Because those are nice looking too. There's your super heavy tank. And this light GEV looks like some sort of like little transport plane almost, like the look of it, right? That looks so good though. I'm digging this set right here. I think I want to play with this one. Yeah, this one just looks super good. I like that white on that magenta and stuff. I didn't realize I was going to like the white on the magenta as much like that. And then, let's see. I wanted to see if we have the howitzers or anything like that on here, but I don't see any on that one. It's like I gotta go digging through all these pieces. I need some organization over here. But we have the howitzers on this one here. This is the GEV PC on that one there. But like I'm saying, the magenta ones have like so much detail and stuff on them. I'm really digging those ones. Ooh, okay. The LGVs are fun to run in large groups, but they are so squishy. So with the light GEVs, do they also get a chance to back up before the ogre moves, right? I believe that's how it is because you can move the GEVs in and then you can like move them back, if I remember correctly. It's been a little bit since I've played again, but I'm wondering if you can do that as well with those ones. And then you have the trains on this one here. So okay, I wanted to show you guys the howitzers. This is the one in with the pink though on that one. Yes, move 4, attack, and then move 3. Yeah, so you can do that with the light ones then as well. Okay. Yeah, then I mean, if they're so squishy, you gotta be super super careful with getting them close to that ogre and then making sure you pull all of them back. There's a ton of games I've seen where yeah, you just leave them a little too close and you weren't planning, well enough. And well, that's the biggest thing in ogre. If you don't plan well enough, being the infantry and running all the other little units and everything, like that ogre is just going to plow through you. Like you really have to be strategic on that side. And Eric says, wasn't the GEV a pocket style game back in the 80s? Or am I misremembering? That is correct, says Jesse. Yeah, and then they just released a bunch of the pocket style boxes, a bunch of the classic pocket style boxes of games. I know that they are shipping that Kickstarter out to a bunch of people right now, but I don't have them yet. And when I get them, I'll be able to give you more information on all of them. But I'm also excited about seeing all those pocket boxes and everything and what is the entirety of those because that was a whole different monster. And for all those people that love all of those pocket boxes, because it's a board game in a tiny little box that you can just take anywhere. That's one of my favorite things to do is you go someplace and then you're like, oh, you want to play a game? And then you bust out this huge game. Well, it isn't super huge, but it is. It's in this little tiny pocket box. And then you get to play a really fantastic game. That's always so much fun. It makes it really nice and easy for road trips. And then whenever you're going someplace, you just want to hang out, and eat dinner or something and throw out a little game. Yeah, that's the one my dad and I played. Oh, that's awesome, Eric. You need to get this and then go ahead and you need to replay it with your dad. That would be awesome. This would be the pikeman right here. Let me get him out. Ta-da! There he is, little tank. What else do we have here? Seeing if there's any other super new units here. We have an armored truck right here. Oh, I like this light GEV as well. This one here looks really cool too. It doesn't look quite... Oh no! Get out of there. Ogre's not for you. This one doesn't look quite so spaceshipy. It looks more like a smaller GEV unit, like the tactical units that you usually see on that one there. So that one's not quite so spaceshipish, okay? If you don't like that sort of style or that look to it. And what other one was I looking at? There was some sort of truck I was looking at here. Where was it? Ah, okay. So there's like a little armored truck here, which I hadn't seen before either on that one. Lots and lots of different units to work with, guys. There was also a Battlesuit Pocket Box game. Oh, that would be so cool. So the Battlesuit where you're just fighting, you're fighting almost as mechs, right, in those battle suits because they're covering your body. So it's just a bunch of you guys going like head to head on both sides, or the battle suits specifically against the. Well, I mean, you couldn't do the battle suits against just the ogre, right? Replaying to Eric Olson, them selling you your memory. Thanks so much for the link, Volker. I'm going to have to check out that Battlesuit Pocket Box one. I've only played the regular ogre style game. You know, I have not played with anything specifically special, so I'm excited to get this open and go through, set everything up, and play with some of the newer units that I haven't gotten to personally play with. We have a ton of stuff here. If you guys want to see anything specific, let me know. But I think that's the majority of the boards here and stuff. If I could, I would go through every single piece here with you guys. But I think I got a lot of the newer looking pieces out here. And I mean, some of the detail, like I was saying before, on these are just fantastic. You can see all the little boxes and like canisters in here and stuff. Oh, these are so cool. I'm so excited. Okay. Okay, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. This Ogre Battle box here is on Warehouse 23 right now. You can get it for $74.95, I think, and there's a ton of cardboard in here, as you can see. I mean, you have two different sets of maps that are double-sided, so essentially you're getting these huge boards. You know, these maps here are like, they're super thick. They're not coming apart anytime soon, okay? You're getting all of the different terrain pieces that you can add to any sort of map. You're getting the dry erase cards here that you have for the different units. You have a ton of different ogres that you have going on here, and infantry units and stuff like that. Like, just all these new units. And updated rules for the game, Ogre 6th Edition. And this can be played with Ogre 6th Edition, or it can be played with the special edition that they went ahead and the big, huge, gigantic box. The cat unit on my shoulder can wipe out the entire board in one attack. 100% true. You never want the cat unit on the board. You don't want to be on the other side of the cat unit, okay? They are fearless. They attack without warning. And they just wreck all of the units on the board, okay? Here's a bunch of the other units over here. And then you're getting those updated rules, and I'm really excited about. I know this is so silly. I'm excited about this one sheet right here. And just having access to a terrain effects table that I can put in a little sheet protector, or I can get laminated and just have at the table all the time that people can pass back and forth in just one simple sheet. You have your turn sequence here on one side with your table side with all the different units and their treads and the dice and everything, and then your usual combat table here. You find your combat table on a lot of different things, but it's always nice to have it on here. And then on the back, all of the different terrain units, along with all of the different effects that they have for each and every single type of unit, going from like ground units to heavy units and ogres and wheeled units and infantry units. Like this sheet right here, like, I can't tell you. I'm a ham for these types of things, okay? Well, I have you guys here. We're going to talk about Fnord Con really quick. It's $40 to get in this year, I believe. I believe tickets are still on sale. And it's like a weekend of so much fun, guys. Last year I was there, and there was so much swag. Not just you going to the event and then getting swag, but they also had like these prizes that you could win. They had a huge area where you could paint a bunch of different ogre units and everything for a painting contest. They had, of course, Andrew Hackard there, and Steve Jackson was there. And this year we're going to have John Kavolek. He's going to be there. And if you guys are interested in Car Wars, Randy Schuneman's going to be there. So he's going to be able to teach you guys Car Wars 6th edition while you're there as well. And they actually have their vault of games as well. So if there's a Steve Jackson game that you guys love that you have not played in a really long time, it's probably going to be there, because the older games that they pulled out of that vault this year were super awesome, and it was so cool going through the hall and seeing people playing these really old favorites that have not been in print for a really long time. And just being able to sit down there. I have a picture of a bunch of people just sitting in like a little circle around Steve Jackson and hanging out and just talking to him. That was so much fun. When you go to a convention, That is not Gen Con, not this gigantic, huge convention. When you go to a convention that's a little bit smaller, you get that one-on-one time with different people, and it becomes a very unique experience. So if you guys are available in, was it April, early April, to go to Fnord Con in Austin, I would totally do that because it is worth your $40 for the weekend, okay? I believe hotels were in that like $139 range. You know, you could stay there a couple days, stay there with some friends and stuff to cut the cost. Hang out with us at Fnord Con. I will be there this year. I'm really excited about it. Play some new games. They, of course, release some previews of their games that they're going to have for throughout the year and everything. And then you get those old favorites. You get to talk to a bunch of really awesome people there and just have a really great weekend. Like, it's so much fun. I hope to see you there, Jesse. I know we were talking the other day and you still weren't for sure if you were going to go. I hope you get to make it because I'm down. I'm down to play some games with you guys, okay? It's been a while since I've been able to just go and hang out and play some Steve Jackson games. Usually I go and I'm either teaching people how to play games or showing games off and stuff. This will be nice to go and actually play a little bit with people and talk to people. So that'll be really fun. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow we're going to be playing Munchkin Mighty Monsters, I believe, with our non-gamer friend from last week whenever we played Z-Shot. So last week we played Z-Shot live for you guys. You got to see the epic defeat of one of our players here. And all sorts of craziness that happened throughout the stream. Tomorrow we're going to do the same thing, so join us tomorrow and hang out with us and play, watch us play Mighty Monsters. It's going to be a great time. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow or next week. See ya.